today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the National Football League. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 52 yards. And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in. Get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A draw play. Bernard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On the return is Powell. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. would be ideal.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Only needing 2 yards on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That catch good for only a couple. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stafford hooking up with Akers. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a first down throw. Stafford to Michel on the screen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's a run with Akers on second down, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stafford eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Rams add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Brady. And he finds Gronk. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On play action, now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, it's Brady. It's caught. It's Miller.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Throwing now is Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A handoff, Fournette running left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. On the return is Powell. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
from the 28. It's 2nd and 5. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Stafford on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Stafford. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Here's Brady. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Brady's throw taken in by Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. On the screen, Bernard. Well, they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. carry for Bernard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Ndamukong Suh, recently a member of these Rams, with the tackle. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They snap it to Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On first down, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Going right back to Akers. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the counter, this is Akers. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. One final try now for Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.